The proceeding is copyright viralsuccess.com 2002-2003.
Welcome to Control Alcohol, the effective way to significantly reduce the amount you drink. This CD course is designed specifically to address a fast-growing problem in the Western world today. More and more people are finding their drinking is reaching dangerous levels. What once started off as a little drink to relax, or a few beers with friends after work, or just one more to help me sleep, has become more than a nice to have, but a must-have. If at this point you're still wondering if you even need to be listening in the first place, if the biggest question in your head is, do I even have a problem with alcohol? Then let me answer it for you now. People who don't have a problem with alcohol don't even think about it. They certainly don't call it alcohol. They call it wine, they call it beer. They don't call it alcohol. They don't sit thinking, do I have a problem with my drinking? They don't buy books and CD sets on the subject, and they don't feel ashamed, angry, or upset when someone questions their drinking. If you're asking the question, you're not a social drinker, you're a dependent drinker, and you're part of an ever-increasing club. In my opinion, alcohol is the most devious and deceptive drug on planet Earth. Quite a strong statement to make, I know, but this is because it's a learned addiction. You almost have to force yourself to get addicted to alcohol. If you think back to the first time you took a sip of your father's whiskey or beer, tell me, how did it taste? Did it taste fantastic? Was it amazing? Or did it taste off the scale disgusting? I remember it like it was yesterday. My father asked me to go and get him a large whiskey. So I took a glass and I went to the drinks cabinet and I filled up the glass with whiskey. But before I took it to him, I stopped. I raised the glass to my mouth and I took a small sip. It was horrible. It was absolutely disgusting. I took the glass to my father, handed it to him, trying not to breathe on him, and I ran upstairs and I brushed my teeth for 10 minutes. It was revolting. Think back to your first taste. Could you understand why the adult in question was even drinking that stuff? Now, believe it or not, they've not actually changed the recipe for booze. It still tastes like that. It still tastes revolting. It's just that you've taught yourself to ignore it. And to me, that's a powerful piece of information. Alcohol tastes disgusting. I don't need to convince you of this. I don't need to try and make you believe me, because you've tasted it and you've experienced it like that. But for some reason, you've programmed yourself to believe it's nice. Are we all mad? Or is this just a very, very devious drug? Now, the reason I believe alcohol to be the most deceptive drug on the planet is just because it tastes so bad. When you first start drinking it, it tastes so bad that it's not even vaguely conceivable to you that you might actually get hooked to this stuff. Even if you've grown up with an alcoholic in the family, you'll think to yourself, there's no way I could ever end up like Uncle John. This stuff is gross. With other drugs such as cocaine, the addictive effect is instant, and for that reason many people who try hard drugs once will never do it again. They're instantly aware it could be very, very easy to get addicted to something that makes you feel like that. AlcoVoid.